just not right. But again, it's a gaslight. We're saving you money. Well, you're not, are you really? Let's be brutally honest, you're not saving me anything.
We've all been lied to our own lives. Can't you bloody tell? Across the ocean.
Well, hello you gorgeous mother truckers you, and welcome to another video. Right then, so the countdown to the budget has begun. It is tomorrow. Oh dear Lord. And I'm going to tell you a story, and then I'm going to cover something else. So there's like two things in this particular video. First, we'll talk about the impact it's having on people. So today I had a workman come round because the extractor fan in my bathroom wasn't working. It broke basically. So he came in to sort the issue out. I know him, he's come and done some repairs, for electrical repairs for me before. He's a good lad. So I asked him how things were, and he said, well, I wasn't busy in the summer, but now I am. And he said, you know, he said, but with this government, I'm not working I'm working just to survive. He said I had an apprentice, but I've had to let him go because I just can't afford to have him. And he said, I just don't know what's going on. He said, but they're crippling. He's an electrician by trade. He said, they're crippling me. He said, they're just destroying me. He said, I'm having to work 7 days a week and I'm doing it for nothing. He said, I just don't understand the logic. And this is a guy who, he's a trained electrician, and he's just basically said, I'm screwed. I'm absolutely screwed. The government's destroyed me. And he said, and God knows what it's going to be like tomorrow. He said, but I don't know what they're doing. He said, but I think they just want us all finished off. And this is a guy who's done that job since leaving school, basically. And he's at his wit's end because he just doesn't know when the madness is going to end. And he's absolutely dreading tomorrow. So that's real world live story about how things are. It's just terrible. It really is. I just don't know how people do what they do, because it's just not right. It really isn't. It's just not right. People shouldn't be feeling like that, but we're all feeling like that, aren't we? We're all feeling the burn. The fact that we don't work to enjoy life, we work to survive, and every month it gets worse. It really does. Sad. I mean, I had a chat with him. We made him a drink, like a cup of tea, and I had a chat. And it's just heartbreaking to hear that, you know, he doesn't know where it's going to end. Well, he does. He feels that his own business, he runs his own little business, is going to just collapse because he just can't cope with it. It's just the demands that the Labour government have put on him and his business is just it's crippling. And then you get that where you see the real world effects of a Labour government and all the things that they've done. Remember, he had an apprentice, he had to let him go. So that kid's lost, the kid who was going to become another electrician, because we need electricians. We need everybody really, but, and he was being trained up, but he's gone. He hasn't got the job anymore because he can't afford to keep him on the books because it's just too much. So you get all this real world experience, you get this feedback from a hard working class man. And it's heartbreaking to hear him have to say that, and you can see it's breaking him. It is, it's just breaking him, completely breaking him. So you get that, and then you get, on the flip side, the Labour gaslights. We're going to freeze rail fares. Well, except for the tube, because it doesn't apply to them, does it? And we're going to make sure that they don't go above £10 for your prescriptions. We're saving you money. Well, you're not, are you? It's a gaslight. It's a, well, you could have been paying, but you're not. You're still paying like, oh no. Well, actually, I had a look, and some guy, I did a train ticket from Birmingham to, the argument was, somebody went, it's cheaper to fly, and they went, no it's not, no way. So I did a bit of research, and I did a train journey on the 24th yesterday from Birmingham International Station, which is by the airport, to Edinburgh, and then coming back today, the following day, the 25th. And it worked out on the train, it was £376 for me to go and come back. I could have got coming back cheaper, a lot cheaper, only 70 quid. But that's, of course, if I was absolutely 100% prepared to change trains 7 times. Yeah, I'd have to get off the train, go back on the train 7 times. Yeah, any case, even that then, it was still £290. So, that's how expensive it is on the train. I then did it via flying from Birmingham International Airport to Edinburgh on the 24th, and coming back from Edinburgh, direct flight to Birmingham International Airport with EasyJet, and it cost me 137 quid. Oh, and then of course, remembering that the train journey from Birmingham to Edinburgh is about 7 hours and about the same back. And for the air flight, it was it was an hour. Okay, just an hour. That's all it was, just a singular hour. So it is cheaper to fly. And one of the flights I actually saw, one of them, I think it was later on the night, sort of early hours of the morning, I could get from Birmingham International Airport to Glasgow for £27. To Edinburgh, sorry, for 27 quid. Okay, so it's cheaper to fly. No matter how much they swear blind it isn't, it is. But the thing is, by freezing rail fares doesn't mean you were saving me money. It's a gaslight. You're not saving me anything. I'm still paying the same. The only way it would be in my benefit and put money in my pocket is if that £100 train fare, yeah, suddenly came down to £80, and then you are actually physically putting money in my pocket. But you can't say you're putting money in pocket which you weren't taking in the first place. That's just a bullshit gaslight. And as for the prescription malarkey, well, let's be brutally honest. It shouldn't be, and I said it shouldn't be £10. It should be free. You should be able to not have to worry about whether or not you can afford to pay your medical bills. If you're ill, you just shouldn't. It's just ridiculous. It really is. Absolutely ridiculous that you should be expected to do that. It's not right. But again, it's a gaslight. We're saving you money. Well, you're not, are you really? Let's be brutally honest. You're not saving me anything. You're just pretending to save me something. So I'm concentrating on reversing, getting in a nice tight space. There we go. I'm good at driving, mate. I'm very good at getting in like tight spaces. I do like squeezing into tight spaces. Any case, right then, there we go. We'll park up. That was the tree, by the way, it was picking up. So we're here. So yeah, so again, you're not saving people. You can't say, I'm saving you money. Well, what are you saving me? Well, you could have to give me an extra £5, right? But I'm not going to make you give you that £5, right? So I've saved you that £5. No, you haven't, have you? No. What you've done is pretended I had to pay a £5 and pretended to give me that £5 back to make me feel like I'm awesome. The gaslight. So this is a story of two halves. The reality of Labour and the gaslighting fantasy. It's just unbelievable. It really is. Any case, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, like, share and subscribe. All of those will help the algorithm. If you do subscribe, which is totally free, by the way, don't forget to ding the bell and select it to all. And then YouTube can completely ignore that and never tell you I've done another video, because that seems to be what happens. I have over 11,000 subscribers, yet for some unknown reason, I get about 300 views. Now, if most of those people have dinged bells, they should be watching the videos, but they're not. So they're not being told, are they? Now, YouTube, they're not. So there's that. If you comment and it just gets deleted, because it does, just use the coming up on the screen right now, gobstertalks@yahoo.com. It's an email address that allows you to email me in strictest of confidence, unless of course you wish it to be otherwise. Ways to support the channel down below. And that's it. I'm done. So until the next one, which is probably really going to be about how screwed we really are.
You said to me that you can't stand the world you're living in no more. I can't say I blame you, and the whole world are just screaming out.